was I doing with this? Oh, we were supposed to be watching that video, weren't we? Let's see. Just for the heck of it, real quick. I came to look at something else, but let's see what it says. Since these spies want to play games, they want to come against God, huh? God's land, huh? These Asians and Africans. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. I want to hear what he got to say.
Much faith into this thing called God, but yet for 400 years we were in chains. For 400 years we prayed. For 400 years, black people have a saying in church where we...
Hold on, let's go back. Let's go back. Dang,
the pastor comes out, he goes,
No, let's go back. Okay. Let's see if we can...
One of the biggest challenges that I want to take on is to be able to go in front of a black audience and say, I don't believe in God, which is blasphemous. Because we in the black community, like Richard Pryor said, black people, we tight with God. And
Well, I don't know if saying that you don't like God is blasphemous. To call God names would be blasphemous, but I don't think that just saying that you don't like God because you got the free will to like God and you don't. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes people can see the God in you that's around you and they jealous of that energy and they want to secretly. That's why I don't respect wicked or the devil because I never seen it up front in my face. Therefore, it's not really happening. That's why I think that God don't allow me to pay attention to what these little children are doing in the background. Even with their paperwork, like I said, if I'm on this paperwork for this home, matter of fact, I think the Trower coat of arms, I think that's Rich Dollar's coat of arms. On the top of that, and he looks a lot like my uncle, but those portion don't look like my grandfather. So, matter of fact, that kind of, you know what? Rich Dollars kind of look like Tasha She. But again, like I said, those are not the, those family members have a different phenotype than my grandfather. That's why I said, yeah, see, we got the high priestess here in furniture in reverse because some of these family members, I mean, people could be mad if they want to. But when I just looked at that Trower coat of arms, I believe it's either Trower or Zagra because it was a girl named Zagra that lived around the corner from us over at my old house right next to my best friend. She was friends with my best friend. Zagra was her name. And I think it was either Zagra's or Trower's coat of arms. No, it was Zagra. And on the top of that coat of arms, was there. So the land of or Ernest or, see what I'm saying? Well, yeah. Yeah. And then even if they try to do this with the sister, like I said, she's too high yellow. She's too high yellow to be a child of my mother and my father. So there could be something strange about that. But I do feel like there's a mixture of something in my blood where, there's something different. Something. There's something going on. But again, those versions have like the wider nose, the wider face. It's more Asiatic. Now, let me get this like a kind of not Asiatic, but more of a, I can't really explain it, but this makes me think of something. And I think we'll come back to it. Yeah. Because Peter Guns give me the energy of my old Taurus. It's just like I'm looking at him, but that's not his skin. That's not his face. You see what I'm saying? Something weird going on. Everybody's been wearing a mask for about 20-something years. Also, the demeanor of Rich Dollars. I mean, it's very funny when I think about it. You know, it's all they had to do is one person not in some type of club. This is what if 50 Cent and them been working for 40 years to take over the land to end me. I'm still alive, one thing. And the second thing is, again, none of these people ran across this air. I don't care. If you see what I'm saying? And if the spouse has already been seen out with another, like I said, this is maybe stuff that I can't prove. People could be laughing at me. I could be looking like a fool. But at the end of the day, if the spouse didn't run it past me, it don't matter to me. You didn't sign shit over from me. It's just, but I feel like these people could, only thing they could do is try to hide stuff or hide documents or not let me know the truth about my whole inheritance or my whole gifts that should have been coming in from my world card energy. And I feel like these people should be ashamed of themselves, because I think that somebody had a raw ass, cold ass world card energy, but the thing would be that all of these people would be exposed. All of these people would be cutting off their fucking nose if people knows. But the sad thing is people do know. They just always knew who somebody was. Somebody was destined for greatness, and these people targeted somebody. It proves the level of insanity when it comes to society. And who knows, some of these people that woke up could have been the people that spoke out, could have been the people that got some type of public beatdown. Okay, it'd be a shame if it was a grandfather or a father figure that was doing it. Then I wouldn't give a fuck about them today. And then it'll just be the fact that I'm seeing like a Daenerys raising up a small group of little dragons again to tear some shit up. So, something like that. We got Artemis here, individualism. Okay, somebody could be looked at with this energy. I haven't used these cards in a while, so I decided to bring them out. But again, I just had to stop and say that. So, yeah. So again, since I'm the one that was able to publicly rise, I didn't have to hide. I shared what I knew in the public. None of my connections were secret. That means that I'm not a coward, and that means that anybody that is a coward, you could just stay back there. I was about to say with Howard. I don't think I Howard the Duck. But yeah, so that's the thing. That tells me something right there, that my whole life, and I'm still, but I guess they wanted to see a somewhat what they would call a takedown, but it's not never going to be that. So these people going to have to sit down. Like I said, it's just what it's going to be. Eventually the green fog or something will go away, and we'll see. Okay. I definitely know that we'll see another day. So somebody could be a Queen of Hearts or something like this, High Priestess energy, or people could see the High Priestess energy in someone. But some of this furniture just don't belong here. Like I said, and some of these people is not of this black water energy either. So some of the furniture don't belong. Some of these people are not of black water energy. And somebody is a fire energy, and something about Hawaii as well here. Okay, somebody could have tried to give somebody an elixir or something here to poison them lately. But let's see. Okay, let's finish hearing what he have to say, because I feel, yeah, somebody tried to kill a queen or a high energy here, high priestess, queen or something, but they're not going to be able to. Somebody might be getting a new lover here. I wonder who the masculine energy is that been tortured, that actually had a true connection with somebody and probably been tortured. And somebody wants you to feel like it's nobody. Somebody want to feel like it's nobody for you, and that's even better. Because I feel like whatever this means is God is going to present something, that I am going to manifest something. Someone is going to come and it's going to just blow away this whole thing. It's funny because you think about how many people have to be after one person, and this person is still going to be, it's like all that work. I would be so, oh my goodness, if we did all that work, all that crime. You know, I think they're building those new prisons or whatever like this in Mexico. And I think they building something here. So maybe this might be a new Article 42 where these people just get booted right back out the country where they belong, in the desert or something like this, where nothing grows because of what they try to do to America. Could be the same thing all over again. I don't know. Yeah, somebody want to treat somebody like a doll or something here. All right, we're seeing Joy Harjo. Because I'm telling you, if I really was beefing with a bitch like that and it's really war, if I snuck into the bitch house, why is she still alive? It's all an act. We have somebody named J or something that's in a reverse here, okay? With this light purple dress on. Whoever this is don't have enough royalty or enough blood or something. This is pale color here, and we have this deep color here, okay? Something about somebody's flowers. I don't know if somebody wants somebody to get their flowers or something like this. I don't know, okay? I mean, this could be, I don't know, somebody, this moon energy or something could want to give somebody some flower. I was about to say flower. And then we have identity in reverse. Somebody tried to change somebody's identity here, okay? Somebody out of jealousy. Like, I would just be so, oh my gosh. If I had to go through those measures because I was jealous of somebody, I mean, it's just flattering to know. It's flattering to know, like, oh my God, these people knew who I was and they've been watching me. I was like, and you thought you were about to take something from me? It's like, oh my goodness. I'm like, oh my God, am I really a celebrity or something? No, but I wouldn't want to be, but I'm just saying. Now, somebody might not be a doll, but you know, some with this white dress, I'm gonna pull this one because I feel like somebody is trying to pin you a high priestess, and that's it, okay? Because this queen energy is in reverse here, okay? And I don't even know if I'm gonna keep these cards because I'm just pulling. I didn't even shuffle this deck, I don't think. Okay, but the white dress, somebody might not let you have a white dress. But again, we trying to go with these traditions, like it's like people are planning a big murderous surprise for me or something like this. But this is like that whole thing about like royals and stuff. Like, come on, like get the fuck out of here. Everybody's grown around here. I know ain't nobody trying to say we already know that motherfuckers was married and had children and everything. Are you really insane in your membrane to try to sit there and say somebody can't wear a white dress or something because you recorded somebody raping them or something like this, or you recorded somebody sleeping with their real husband? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this what we? So when your new mate come, because it just seemed like people just ready to swap. It seemed like they swapping each other during the daytime, noontime, with these orgies that they come to or whatever they. I remember that. I remember they would talk about those orgies, those big orgies that Tasha, she and them used to have. And they were so embarrassed when they got slandered online. But that's a choice that these people made. You know, don't bring that shit to my doorstep. Let it be something if you want to try to scar me for something, let it be something that I engaged in myself. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Because these people don't have the access they think. They just want you to think. Perception is everything. A lot of these people want you to think these things or whatever because they feel like it's going to mess with your core or your energy. And it's just really not. And they just look really silly. So, let's see. All right, I think those are the only cards that I want to pull out. So again, like I said, saying there's no such thing as God is not like blasphemy or something like this to me, but let's go ahead and continue to listen.
Don't understand how we as a people historically put so much faith into this thing called God, but yet for 400 years we were in chains. For 400 years we prayed. For 400 years, black people have a saying in church.
And I don't think we were in chains. The chains I think that are on us is these secret energies or whatever this is, or this mind control or something that people been having over people. We already used to have this debate in the indigenous community about them chains. It's these same motherfuckers, these fallen angels that's probably about 400 years old, that was the ones that probably put the chains on you in the first place and then blame it on God. But I'll digress. The chains. So I guess that's why they try to get close to God's child, to try to fool somebody. But when they try to step on my toes, that's when I'm like, nah, get the fuck out my face. Because you do got free, but you don't have no free reign over me. So but again, I don't know about the 400 years of chains, but it could have been, you know, some people was in chains. And since I've never seen a person in chain, the only thing that I've seen is images of people in chains. I know that people have mental chains, and I know that mental restraints, and I know that there's ancient alien evidence, and I know that other visitors have been coming to this plane for I don't know how long, but very long it seems like. I know that ancient buildings and things like this, if they're as old as they are, that these people had some type of technology. They didn't just, you know, some of these buildings are still sitting up in New York and all these places that's a lot older, I think, than the 1800s and 1900s, but I digress. you know, I just feel like people say these little things or whatever, and, you know, we're just going to see what this is. I feel like a lot of these people are the ones that are saying this stuff are the people that stole from God. But I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't recall any of my grandparents saying they had. I feel like a lot of the stuff that we read in the history books is just shit to get you in your emotions. I can tell this masculine energy is struggling with things that on a day-to-day basis, or in his family, or people that speak like this, that they could probably try to heal from the outside, but they still talk about some shit that happened 400 years ago as if it's effective as to how we are today, because that don't have nothing to do with that. We can just only have to go back to the 80s. We can only just have to go back to the 90s to see how ninjas been treating ninjas, to even just get more of a spiel on what's going on today when it comes to this energy. You don't even have to go back that far. People that want to go back to 400 years and anchor that on a reason why anything is going on today, there's no growth there. We can make an argument like something like, well, yeah, in Africa, maybe they're able, I mean, but it's from what they show us, it don't seem like they're more advanced than most parts in America. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of advanced parts in Africa. They just don't show them to us. But, you know, I just feel like we're a lot more, well, I don't even want to say advanced, because those people are very intelligent. We'll keep moving.
The pastor comes out and he goes, God is good, ain't he? And we say all the time. All the time. God is good. All the time. 400 years, all the time. The 60s, all the time. The 4 black girls that died in the church.
Bobby, think about all the 400 or 40 black people that die in a summer in Chicago. There's no, you see what I'm saying? There's no need to even go back. I don't know how old this video clip is, but there's no need to even go all the way back 400 years when you can go back the past 4 years and see that it's not Caucasians mostly in our communities killing our children. And since most children ain't driving, it's not the police pulling them over there and beating them up and killing them either. It's people that look like them more than likely. Now, there are, I feel like at some point in time, there were little small groups of other people coming in and plucking out the children. But again, they have to get to the ninjas in the neighborhood first to even get that close. They got to get behind the niggas that be at the gas station all the time, or on the corner all the time, or out there in the front of the yard smoking cigarettes and things like this all day, which is enjoyable things for us. If you look back at some of these pictures in these history books, they're supposed to be the first images of Indians in America. They was doing the same thing, having their hands in their pants, on their nuts, standing there with somebody rolling dice or something like this. Now, again, how legit are these images? I don't know, because I'm a connoisseur of this type of information. I spent many years studying this type of thing about the American Indians and history in general and the Bible. So the way I look at it is just a little bit different. So again, we don't even have to make that argument about what about those girls in the 70s or something like that. Because what about them kids in the damn 2020? It's a time. Because I feel like what people have done is, oh, this is a snooty, stuck-up black girl. She don't care about black people or something like this. We don't give a fuck about her. But really, they wasn't telling the people that they've been riling up. Because, you know, to me, a lot of celebrity, because I don't have cable, like I said, a lot of celebrity news and shit like that is in the back. It's been a factor to me. So I know these people have some kind of secret program where you got some kind of password or something where you go, and I'm just never supposed to know it. But that's the oath of silence. So when we talk about the oath of silence, it seemed like the oath of silence was for me. that I would not know what these people, celebrities, and the other people in the background and in the community were doing. Because these people are intelligent. They got enough money to go into the community without me knowing and start dabbling with these people and having them sign these things saying we were never here, you know, but that's all they needed to do was, and then give the perception that, oh, look what she said. Somebody put some compilation together of some things that I said that might trigger niggas that's not healed and white people and whoever else that's not fixed up on the inside. Gay people, whatever, whatever. This is basically really what the fuck this is. They thought they heard, oh my God, she's saying this and oh, we got to make sure that we are going to be able to get this person out of here because whatever she decides to, oh my gosh, whatever she does rise to power, oh my God. And guess what? Some of that shit in the 70s, especially the men with those police department hats with the checkerboard, those is the family members that they help and take the land from me and the people that probably have the same last name as me. See, that's the evidence. That's what they don't tell you. They're family members on one side of my family, but what they're not telling you is that's the more of the law enforcement part of the family, not the royals. And so really the personal vendetta is that. And they use that system again to oppress. And again, maybe not even just the royals or keeping them down with technology and whatever they've been doing all this time since the 70s or 60s. You know, there's always one side of the family that's a little bit more like when it comes to you. You know, not when it comes to, but when it comes to you, somebody always saying, well, you be over there at the other side of the family all the time. I be seeing you when that you was at such and such house. You be having fun over there all the time. You know, it's always something like that somewhere in the so-called black family. But what I'm saying is I'm picking up on this energy today that some of these energies, and I'm just going to go ahead and anchor on the Afro Zen because I know that that is a clone or some version of my cousin that happened to be in Pitts. So if this person been working and mocking me or doing whatever this is with a masculine, or they ran off with my masculine a long time ago and did whatever the fuck they did or something like this secretly, and then they scattered all these people all across the nation or something like this. These people have been working with some type of intelligence or some kind of police law enforcement, learning different codes and things like this so they can come back and find the remainder of the ones that are woken or awakened or chosen or making any noise or whatever about whatever. And I guess I would be just the capstone of the family at this point in time, bringing something out to the public. So like I said, I don't know what people been doing behind the scenes. That's not my concern. But I feel like the knowledge that I was digging up, I didn't see any other cousins wanting to talk to me about history or anything. So that's me getting that shit out the mud. And I feel like it also could have helped some of these people that are imposters or whatever gain knowledge of certain things that they then now are trying to use against somebody. But these are people that are just covering over something. I don't even see people really debating. I don't people see going into the word. They said, fuck all that. We about to just make new shit and we going to just tell this bitch that we taking something and you just going to get shut the fuck down. Because ain't nobody moving nobody. So like I said, it's a shame that I don't, like, I'm waking up in a land that's my own and around, surrounded by people that have no reason whatsoever. They don't even know the reason why they don't want me to be. Now, there might be some people that support me, but there's no reason that anybody, I don't think I've given any, people cannot like you. I don't think that you got to wake up and be in your life and think everybody like you. But there's really no reason, I think, for these people not to. Unless we're talking about some type of large social programming experiment. And again, if there's supposed to be a God connected to that, I would think that God would want to let me have the same information that everybody else is having. Or if it's a person or a wicked energy that wants to exclude the original God energy, then they would create something in the other likeness of that. A whole bunch of people that don't like somebody or antagonize somebody or something like this to make them feel unwanted, unloved, unavailable. They would come up with all these ridiculous things that are illegal. They would make it seem like also it's coming all the way up from the government, but there's a blockage, there's a gap between the government and these people. They just want you to think that they hired in some kind of other energy on the other side or something. Or these people have created a tower in the East and they feel like that's all they needed to defeat somebody. I don't know. So again, nobody's saying that it was nothing wrong with that. But again, when we call a lot of shit fake news, I don't know. It could have definitely happened. It could have happened exactly how it did. But I'm just telling you, when I hear stories, source show me a whole different way of looking at it. So yeah, that was a tragedy. Just like in the hood today, 40 murders in a month is a tragedy. We don't even have to, the point is we don't have to go all the way back there to see what a tragedy looked like when it comes to the culling of our kids or our children. The chains ain't there now, but there's new chains being put on there by certain people in communities. We'll just say communities because they can be an array of colors. It's just having to do with technology and the AI takeover. So peers, neighbors, it don't matter when it's not you. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. It's kind of like these kind of things right here. Because again, if people is really screaming that they was American Indians, then we know that those were not slaves. Those were prisoners of war. That's a different thing. Doesn't mean that they weren't used for cheap labor or no payment at all. I'm just saying.
In Alabama all the time. The 9 black people shot by Dylan Roof in church. Praising God. You would think if the one place you are safe, a safety zone, is in his house, and if God and the angels.
So I don't necessarily agree with the church being the safety Jones. Somebody's name is Jones. A safety zone. I've never even felt comfortable in church. Okay. I didn't like going to church. I thought it took, when I was younger, I thought it took a long time, and God would just have me thinking about other stuff. Why I probably shouldn't be there. And I always believe, and I will believe that it was like, be calm, my son. You know, I'm setting you apart for a reason. I heard set apart, set apart. People are going to try to ridicule you. They're going to try to kick at you. They're going to something like this. And in the end times, I feel like what I'm hearing is a lot of people is going to church. They're going to be going to church a lot. They're going to try to put that on. If you're competing with somebody for a throne, which there's no competition because somebody was already homegrown. Somebody could have been already energy mixed, a perfect mix. I feel like somebody is the perfect person, the perfect 10. Don't have nothing to do with your outside or being a perfect body like they had in the Fifth Element. Somebody's just a perfect makeup of something. Somebody is the perfect makeup of something. This could even just be your energy. And I think the most dangerous thing in the so-called black church could be the pastors and the understanding that they give you of the biblical text. I feel like it's more of a pep show sometimes in some churches. A lot of music. I feel like it's an inspirational thing. It's like getting therapy for some people. But I don't think it's really teaching us what the book was talking about. There might be a reason for that. But I doubt that billions of people listen to my sermons, or not sermons, because we already did the definition on that. But I doubt that millions of people have been watching my YouTube channel, and that's what got them feeling like they can do better than God. on the Bible. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I think there's something in the Kool-Aid or something like this. And I think the most, like I said, and then we already know in certain other Catholic, these other churches, what could be the most dangerous thing. And it's also lack of knowledge of the real things that was going to be happening in the end times. Even if they just took an hour or 30 minutes out of that 2 or 3 hours to talk about what it was really going to be like in the end times. Now, I don't know. These day and age, I don't know what they talking about in church. I don't see stuff like, I don't see nothing really running. It's like the age of Aquarius, or the information being poured out is over. Nobody's changing no more, but I don't think it's because they can't, or it's a mental thing. I think it's because we're already where they have already reprogrammed people's mental. We're already at the reset or over it or whatever. And I feel like they want the Son of God to look like old news compared to, or Son of Man, or whatever you want to call it, to look like old news. Now, again, somebody could be playing somebody off like you the Son of God, so you could be treated like the earthlings by the waters that's going to be coming back or already here or whatever the fuck it would be. They just they need somebody to be a sacrifice, which I refuse to be. But also, I feel like these people know that I don't want to change, that I change if not. And so again, I feel like they're offering up this new upgraded mindset to people in the South, people to the East, or everybody else except for me. I mean, it could be this energy here to make it seem like God don't know nothing this time. Okay. So again, I feel like, I mean, I feel what he's saying, but at the same time, I feel like it's not it's the lack of knowledge that they are sharing. They're not like, we weren't, when I was in church, they wasn't telling me stuff that could have helped me right now in these times. And I feel like if somebody was reading the Bible and breaking it down, and maybe that's why some of these people don't like me, maybe the higher ups that are doing this stuff, because they're like, how the fuck does she even know this? Okay. Or so what that you know this? I'm even hearing. Okay. So that's what I feel.
Can't protect you in his house all the time.
And again, because that's what I'm saying. People can question that a lot. But like I said, God can't control people. And most of the time, it's the people doing stuff to people. Not the church building, not God, not the devil is not normally going up to people doing these things. But again, that's where I look at the other realm and say, well, damn, we thought angels were supposed to be these beautiful things that make sure nothing bad happened or can come stop a bullet. But then when you find out the dark side of it is that some of these angels are fallen, or some of these angels fell because of something that they did. And some of these energies are not angels, or they come disguised as that and actually something here. And somebody could have dodged this energy, but all along, somebody might not have was strong enough. Your real masculine or a Lord God energy wasn't strong enough to protect you. So they chose a weaker woman, or they chose a weaker woman, or more influential woman. And this woman want to come against me. Your man couldn't handle me, and you can't face me. So what are we talking about? Somebody got to sneak around somebody's house like a mole, like a rat, like a snake. I know some of these people live in this area or something like this, like a fucking snake. So again, like I said, anybody that's trying to fool me by fooling me behind my back, you a motherfucking fool. Because if you really was bad, bitch, I'll see it. You will let me know and I'll see it. You wouldn't give a fuck. You would pull up in my shit in my driveway one day and we'll motherfucking see. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't hide. You wouldn't hide. A real war or a real fight needs two people. It takes two, baby. It takes two. It takes two. So, and there might be 200 of these people that's, you know, linked up trying to take me out or whatever the fuck they doing. But I just ain't even seen one of them. Not that came up to me and let me know. Now I see it. We talking about a real war where it's a big city against, and there's a leader and they're talking to their army, and it's a leader talking to their army. No, this is one girl. One woman. Somebody might even have taken the real masculine here and left a clone here so they can continue to spot on what? I'm not doing nothing. I'm not concerned about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't looking for nothing. It's just that kind of energy here. I feel like people like, yeah, we sneaking up on, but you just look stupid. Ain't your mama ever told you? Where's the one real motherfucker that open up their mouth and say something? That's probably the first person that y'all try to take out. That tried to say something a little bit. And then call this person a punk, or that this person is not a strong person when they tried to say something to the most hated motherfucker in the world. And they had a child and shit to worry about. You motherfuckers is weak. You motherfuckers is whack. Even if that person ain't fucking with me no more, you whack. And I know it's a reason why. So, yeah, that's what should we question God? Okay. Yeah, I mean,
I've always said I've always been in a struggle with religion and God, because I know that there are more of them out there, but I think I'm this close, if I'm not already there.
I did too. I had a problem with religion. I had a problem with church, and I had a problem with God until I stopped one day and I asked. And I'm not the type of person that's gonna say, "Look, y'all can go somewhere else for that," because it's already something that's in me. So I'm not that person that's gonna say, "Girl," until one day, and then God did this. This is just a real story. It ain't one of those corny stories like that. It's a real day, a real story that one day I was like, "Ooh, I need to know if you real." And I start doing this research. I say, "I bet you this ain't even real, but God ain't even real. The Bible ain't real. None of this shit ain't real." You know, and then I'll start saying, wait a minute, watch we find out that some black people was already here. Now that might not be as many as they claiming. See, that's where the discrepancy came in. It's not as many as these people claiming. It's not. It ain't as many as they claiming that can lay claim to this motherfucker. That's why they mad. I don't know what measuring thing. I don't know if they've taken. Look, I don't know. I was just thinking about like I was about to say a wang slang. I don't know why. But like to see you like what are they measuring it? How old your last name go back? How, like what because I know these people don't have all the information. So what are they but I know China supposedly has some hidden messages or hidden information that they kept very private and very secret about 1421. So again, some of these indigenous people could have got access to those files, and it could actually really be in America and not really in China. And that could be the advance or something that these people have or something like this. Okay. So, the Emperor in the upright on top of this J energy. Well, we're not going to do it. Somebody was caught doing magic, maybe? So yeah, so I had a problem with it too. And like I said, I'll never sit here and try to convince anybody into anything. I'm just telling you what I know. I'm just telling you what I see, what I feel, what I think, what I know. You don't have to listen to any of them, y'all. You don't. You don't never have to listen to a thing. It either resonate with you or it don't. Whatever I decide to offer up to the public. Because that's the only thing that you should have access to. I don't care if you are signed off with a spouse or in a fake marriage. You don't have access to me or my fucking home. If you're not paying no bills, if you're not offering no assistance, if you are not, it feels like something is in my energy fucking my speech. But if you're not offering anything for me, I'm not saying that if you haven't been working with a person that in my family, or haven't you been working with the clone or the original version of this Taurus that doesn't live in this house anymore. I'm talking about me. I'm the man of this motherfucker and the woman, because I seem to be the only one concerned about future movement and what's actually going on right now, energetically, physically, emotionally, right now. Somebody else may be worried about the finance. I'm worried about the well-being and shit like that. So if it ain't been run by me, and we talking about the physical what's here now. If another bitch was a third party, she need to be right here to right fucking now and tell me that she is. And let's see. Other than that, that shit don't mean nothing to me. Just like people say the Bible don't mean nothing. The Bible is law to me. Some portions of it. So if that don't mean nothing to you, bitch, them paperwork that you writing up and them doctored up documents you writing up in the background don't mean a motherfucking thing to me. The fact that you had to go behind somebody's back and fuck around with their man or try to open up somebody's house and take people out of it and traffic them lets me know that you don't have the power and authority that the fuck you think you do. And you never will. Not the fuck over me. So we can go ahead and finish this little piece right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and go into these cards.
Being a black atheist. I don't know that I believe in God. I haven't completely crossed over, but I'm like Anakin Skywalker. I'm so close to the dark side.
Tammy. And then a lot of this shit, you know, because he look a lot like Taurus too, but with dark skin. Like, you know, look like Taurus got some dye on his skin or something. With this New York energy, fuck. I mean, this might be something. This might be something. It might be two, it might be one Haitian female. I wonder what his background is. Let's see. This might be like some brothers that fuck their sister or something. Like, let's see. Yeah, they went back and they found out who the fuck I was. Look at this. Look at this. I didn't even notice this the first time I looked at this word. Wait, let me put it in before I even get distracted, okay? Let's see. Oh, he almost looked a little bit, though, like, what you call it, too, though. Carlton. All right, but let's go back to this, because this is very interesting. I done read this word over and over again in this definition. Territory. Political boundaries for land. It says here, all right, a source also of Old Norse, Old Friesan, Dutch, Gath, okay, okay, land, open, land, heath, Old Irish land, Middle Welsh, I-N, but it was kind of, because I don't have my glasses on, it was looking like I-am, but it says Lan. Goodness, is that my eyeball that blurry? I can't believe no shit like that. Wow. I can't tell if that's two eyes or one. That's a little bit ridiculous. Okay, so Lan in open space. Okay. Enclosure, a church. Excuse me. So the land can be a church, or somebody can be a church, or what does it say? It says Breton. Oh, that's almost just like my last name. It says I-N or I am land. Yeah, I am. Yeah, this look like I am here. And land or lamb. Okay. Let's see. Slavnik. This is like a whole group of people knowing they're doing something dangerous by pointing somebody out and coming to a conclusion instead of talking to. This like all the people in the world turn into the person that they know is the coming son. And instead of somebody sitting down or inviting somebody to a church or to a meeting, they just go into behind the scenes and just start guessing what they think or what they, you know, just to come and approach them. You know, like I said, this shit, whatever this is the 100% the wrong way to go approach this shit. I mean, I'm not about to be worried a motherfucking bit. But I'm saying it lets me know that God is putting motherfuckers down right now. Because these people, it's something wrong with these people. They don't have it all. It's like they gonna be like a child. But they can't be ruling like a child. You got to get in the child motherfucking place. Ain't nobody but ruling like no motherfucking child around here. We got some grown motherfuckers that can get something done. So it says French lande. Slavic landine. Londindina. Okay. It says a wasteland. Okay. It says a heath. And then it has Czech lada. Chelada. Follow land or fallow land. That made me think about what was those people called on that show? But it's also make me think about the Falashi people. But it's also making me think about I can't remember what they were calling those people though in that one mountain. on that one, The Outsiders, I think it was called. I used to love that show. Okay. A definite portion of the earth owned by an individual or home of a nation. Early extended, solid surface. A sense which had been belonged to an ancestor of. So, yeah. So I guess that's why that coat of arms had that there, okay? And I'm thinking that there's more, like I said, there's only two. I'm not trying to be funny, but this is about some real shit. So the only two, I've only been able to see a couple of images of my grandfather. And only two uncles look almost just like him. Two people, my dad and my uncle. Okay? My other uncle kind of, but kind of, but I'm not going to name their names or nothing. Okay? And one of these uncles I already know was swapped out a couple years prior to rest his soul, his passing. And I feel like, this is what happened also to somebody else that I can consider to be a father energy. I think they were moved out to New York, okay? And gave an Italian name or resemblance is what I feel like happened here. If anybody want to try to say anything, this could be an uncle or a grandfather, or that could be the grandfather himself or something like this. Something weird happened, okay? But then we got take lay of the land. So this might be also the fact that we're picking up trafficking or people trying to lay down or lay your head on. It's something about a lay, a something lay. Why does that keep coming on? A French lay? No, it's something else, a something lay. Why am I not able to find the first part of that? A something lay. Golly, and I don't even know where I'm getting it from. What I remember it from. A nautical expression. So there's some nautical energy here as well. For the land's sake. For Lord. So even I am the Lord. Even though it says even I. So again, I don't know why I'm hearing Stephen, but even I. This is somebody putting somebody else in check, saying you ain't the only one, if you are even the one. To come to shore. Disembark with the vowel here. Originally of ships. So there's your maritime energy as well. So I don't know what problem we have in here, Source. We're going to go into the chords. Something is wrong with my speech today. The cards, but to obtain a job, etc. So to obtain something, a job, a shoe, some clothes, whatever it is, to obtain. Also an aircraft. See, I told y'all somebody was taking airplanes or fucking spaceships to do something quickly. I just never been on one, not awake anyway. I keep wondering when one gonna pick me up, but I guess it ain't never coming. To make contact or hit home. A land shark is a person who cheats or robs sailors ashore. A crimp. I thought it said crips. It says a crimp. A pettifogging attorney. A slop monger. The canali. Oh. infesting the slums of seaports. So that's the down and out or downtrodden areas. We just read, I think, the slums in this law dictionary. A land grabber. A land patent holder is a land grabber in this day and age. So we could talk about the other things of 400 years ago, but people are using these land patents. Now, again, it's optional. I'm just saying. The thing I have a problem with is when people try to go collect other people's too. Speculator, and again, if it's somebody's, if it's all to one family, and that family is also connected to James and Stewart and these other names here, even the British crown, then how? Because also Elizabeth looked a lot like a person in the family. So and Fauci looked a lot like somebody in the other family, the step family. I mean, not, yeah, Fauci and then Charles. So what's the model with these people? They do know, I probably know who that was that supposedly passed away. Okay. And then I would know who is the youngest person in the family, which would be probably the chosen one. The one that was probably less or least, because they already been using the DNA and doing all this stuff and populating other energies with this energy. So even if somebody embarrassed of the family on the outside, the bloodline is thoroughbred for some of these individuals in the family. And again, it seems that they were populating or overpopulating or are overcompensating with these seeds however they wanted or they thought the narrative was. So I'm just like, cool, man. Somebody has something to offer here, but these people thought that just because out of jealousy, man, for the past 20 years, 40 years or something, what they've been trying to make sure, what? They either been taking shit from me and hiding it because they wanted to pay everybody but me when they came to getting back this so-called reparations or whatever's supposed to be happening, or this inheritance. Or these people would be embarrassed because they was told about my eyes or how I can see. Or they really just decided not to deal with my energy, or they just want me to be blind to what they took from me. Okay? Which we're not. The terrain in no man's land, the front lines of the entrenched armies. But again, you know, like I said, in this day and age, who knows what you could count on, the armies or the fucking locals. If the locals want you out, then you might have a problem, but they don't have the right to remove. It ain't nothing they can find or write up at this point that they can deliver that's gonna be able to move somebody. Nobody. It says nobody. Okay? Yeah. So, like King said, they got people buying up the land in the Midwest. Then we got Western Palestine here, which is old, okay? So this could be something here where, again, some of these people could be rightfully being swapped out, taken from land to land around the world here. Yeah, with this borderland, land forming or border or frontier, uncertain, immediate region or space. Okay, anyways. So that was just a couple things that I just wanted to hit on, okay? I'm glad I got that out the way because I would have been sitting here with that video up for a couple days, and I'm just glad we got it out the way. But let's see what this person's, oh, Spears. Let's see. Spears. Oh. Break the silence on molestation lawsuit. But this almost look a lot like Fred. and Sadiqa. So then this could have something to do with like a Trisha energy. That look like Sadiqa. Let's see. So these people got this nigga and just really, I don't know what they did. Oh, why you got the black face on? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see who the mom is. I'm trying to see if this is a familiar face. I don't know. I really can't tell if this is a familiar face or not. I really just want to look at the coat of arms, but this person look familiar. Dorothy? Mm-hmm. Look kind of like this boy named Keenan that I used to go to school with. Like, what did these people do? Like, what is this? Hold on, man. It's a joke. 911 is a joke. So this would let me know that these people ain't thinking that they're God. So this is just like I said, something like this. But what about this, about publicly, about Tiffany hat? I don't know. What is this? Somebody, Michael McDonald? $48, $510. Let's look at the Spears coat of arms. Yep. Now the music industry would love Fred. I was just thinking about this the other day because he woke up, sleep, breathe, drink, everything music, everything music, everything music. He the one got us into music like that, and he used to pick us up from school or pick us up from home. He drove all the way from one town to another to come pick us up and take us to school, and everybody loved Fred. So, but he passed away supposedly. But again, this goes back to Tiana. And this goes back to the baby mama of my cousin coming at me funny because I said something about the transgender comment about whatchamacallit baby mama. The dude from Chicago, the rapper from Chicago. I can't remember his name. I said something about his baby mama or something like this when we was going through our transgender thing. And she tried to say something to me like, oh, that's my cousin. I said, yeah. Okay, I bet, or whatever. And we got into this big old argument, turned into this big old thing on Facebook. Okay, and then she had a nerve. She was like, yeah, that's why. She said, yeah, that's why I still talk to your family. At least your family love me. Or something like this. So these motherfuckers already plotting and hating on me or something. They knew something about me that I didn't know already. You know what I'm saying? They knew something about me because it was just funny how she said it. Yeah, I be still around your family. I kick it over there, something like that. They still fuck with me. But then I didn't know if this was talking about the karmic energies that already have been rotated out, that live in Chicago or a distant place or something like this. Because I know she wanted to be in the industry or something like this. Okay? So I just didn't understand that what that meant because I could go around the family over there anytime. But again, like I said, if they was having parties and shit like that, I didn't know about it. Nobody, if somebody said something about the 4th of July, I think that was the last thing that I went to. But it's just the way she said it. It's the way that she said it. It's the fucking way that she said it. That if I think about it now. Chance the Rapper, I think. It was the way that she said it that made me think, damn, what? It was a whole bunch of shit wrapped up in that comment. Because I would be shocked to find out if my Taurus stayed behind and my whole family knew. Because somebody said, hey, I thought I heard, no, okay, my play sister told me, girl, I don't even know if it's true. But I can't just sit there and just be like the fuck we is and not say nothing. But yo, I heard that they said that your husband got a baby by a person. And then I'm like, what? No, what? No, my baby, that, what the fuck you mean? Or it was messing with one of your cousins or something. I'm like, what? I mean, when the fuck would he even have time to do this? You know, unless the local union is letting motherfuckers get days off to go fuck people or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because his job, he's always strict about his job and he's on time and he, you know, I'm like, what the heck? That wouldn't even make no sense unless it's when he go get his hair cut on Saturday or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what? That don't even make no sense. And I asked, no, it ain't true. No, man, what the fuck? Ain't nothing that. Okay. And then I said, well, Dad, I heard something about this shit. And he said, well, I don't know. I think that they said that because one of my cousins, one of the pits. No, I think they were saying that she was messing around with him because they got the same first name or the same. Well, it's not Taurus's name, okay? But they said no. When they saying that name that start with a Joe, it's Joe. God damn it! But it's not his real name anyway, so it don't matter. And I'm like, wait. They said something like Joe or something. And then he's like, no, I think they talking. Oh, no, I think I heard something like that, whatever. And then I came and asked about it or something. But they said, no, it's not that Joe. They said it's the cousin. And I'm like, well, why the fuck would that be a thing? And he's like, I don't know. What, you know, girl, they be, I don't even know. It's just be some crazy shit going on around here. I'm like, oh. He was like, no, but I think it's that Joe. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, Sophia, you know, it was that Joe. You know, it was that Joe or whatever. And then I think I found my cousin online just to make sure. Anything you want to tell me? Did you fuck around with Joe? Or, girl, please, why would I do? And I think that's what we were talking about the other day. When I said, I don't like when people say, instead of saying, girl, hell no, I wouldn't do no shit like that. Like, I like to hear that tell me right now, like, okay, the bitch ain't lying. But why would somebody say that? Wait, who would say that? And so I'm like, wait a minute, why would she say it like that? So I'm going back and forth with this motherfucker a couple days. Like, hold on, nigga, let me find out that you fucked around with my little cousin or that little nigga, that little baby or something is yours. Nah, man, what the fuck? I ain't even seen I wouldn't even know what the fuck your cousin looked like. Whoop de whoop. Okay. So I said, so you sure you didn't, you know, I messaged her, asked her, yeah, so you and Joe ain't never fuck around. There ain't no shit that I need to know. And then I think that and I think we was going back and forth on messaging. And then I said, well, something. And then she called me back and she said, well, who would say that or something? I just want to know who would say that, girl, because I would not even, or something like this or whatever. And I'm like, no, it don't even matter really who said it or whatever. But you know, but she asked me something else weird when I picked up the phone. And I said, when somebody say some shit like that, it just sound like the shit is true, though. It just sound like it's true. But what in the fuck? And see, this is bringing me to this energy right here. And I was just like, oh, you know, okay, or whatever. And I ended up talking to my dad or whatever, and I left or whatever. But my thing is, it's making me think even about what we had here, because I feel like it could have broke somebody's heart. See, because I remember I kept saying a phone call. I kept saying a phone call. But I feel like it was a conversation. And something kept saying something was a lie. And that lie came up because somebody know that they fucking lied to somebody. Somebody know that they lied to some. Like, this shit might just be world, like, nationwide. I don't understand what is the count, like, what is the problem with it? What the fuck is really going on here? You know what I'm saying? Why? Is somebody trying to hide some money? Was this community of people about to plot to kill me? What the fuck is this just some kind of skit? Is this Lucifer's big play that he put on fucking Lucifer to trick who was it that he was tricking? I don't think it was Cain. Oh, Dan. To trick Dan. And then it just turned into something. We got magic right there. And then we got the Empress. And we got the judgment here. Double judgment. And the Empress is in the upright, but the magician is too. And then all these people, yeah, but then we got this black magic and these women here. And the Empress is in the upright. So, and then we got judgment here and another judgment card. So, this might be a double whammy or something here. You know, I don't know. I feel like people thought because when I was doing my videos that I was judging. I was just reading the Bible and getting people to understand or open this shit up. And I feel like people just got some kind of way. They thought that I was being judgy or something. I don't know. But that's just the energy that I'm picking up right here. Something just took me back to that. And I feel like it could have broke somebody's heart. Yeah. Somebody got to give, because I was like, man, Dad, I don't know. And this was my Ace of Cups was full. I know, because he was sitting there looking with his mouth open like, for real? That about the energy? That's about the family? Oh, man. But I know he was giving me that, because after a while, I could tell my dad don't want to hear it no more, or hear me talking no more. But he'll sit there. He won't say nothing, but I know. Because I could be like, especially back then, when my cup was like gone. And I'm like, yeah, and I think these people been stealing something from me or something like this, man. And it's something from the family. It's about land and stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? And then that argument that I had with his wife in here about the land. No, there's lands and stuff like this that belong to people. And I know she always wanted that horse stable and shit like this. And she's like, well, that stuff is nonsense. People, you shouldn't waste your time doing that or something like this. And whoop-de-whoop. But I'm thinking, maybe this person took this information and ran with it. And then she was like, well, oh, people should have a job or something. And I'm like, well, how do you know that it wasn't my job to open up these books and then share them in some kind of way with people, or it wasn't my job just to be tapped into God or something like this, or it's not my job to be just a light in the world, something like this. Because I feel like we was getting to a conversation where I was like, and then those people don't have as many worries, especially if an at-home mom that's taking care of children anyway. But they don't have the same worries as other people, so they might be able to tap into a different mindset than everybody is going through the struggle and bug. Because everybody in the world is not going to work at a 9-to-5 job, unfortunately, but fortunately. They whole life. Some people, their kids leave and then they go off and they venture off and they travel or they work or they do something or start a blog and make money off whatever like this, But I think that what it was just saying is that, oh, you're not like my child that went and did this and she's going to be a doctor one day and, and you're just wasting your time doing that information. Do you ever get tired of worrying about that kind of stuff and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop? And I'm like, well, it's just me. So I don't know. So we have the the 3 of Wands. But like I said, I guess it would hurt if I found that they was, but I said, well, okay, if they even said this or whatever, but my dad, so this made me think, well, is somebody else somebody's dad? And did this motherfucker bring some money or something? Or did a baby daddy or something like this come? Or because everybody already know the details on my oldest, okay? But did this person come around and try to bring me something and these people never got it to me and they stole something from me? Like, what the fuck? Were they all working together in the first place? Was my parent trafficking me because of my energy? Was my parents letting people study on me my whole life because of my energy and not giving me nothing for it? We have, look, penny pinching the Empress. And everybody else's banks accounts is fat. Did somebody leave something where they know that one day I was supposed to be the president or something like this, and they decided to distract me or something? You know, with this Chariot energy here and this Ace of Pentacles, you know, this could be very much the truth right here. Look at that truth card coming out. All right. Did somebody say, well, maybe if you just talk to me, or if I'll help you get this, but they already knew who I was online, or they already knew who I was these karmic family members that got up with this masculine that already knew who I was, but they already got swapped out two life cycles or something ago? Is these life cycles all some shit that was just made up so these people could laugh in my face and sit here and say, oh, they're going to claim God, but we're going to make the world see that this person is nothing like that? You know, what the fuck is this? But I feel like some kind of secret something is in the reverse, and this is the fucking truth. And then we got this energy out here, and we got the Eight of Wands. So these people came at somebody because somebody is fucking God or a god. There go the Seven Kingdoms. Here's a same-sex relationship. They might only come and give people these offers if they agree to these terms. But this is an inheritance for somebody. This could even be some insurance. Like somebody could have not, because these people's tied up. This is like somebody could have somebody actually tied up in a fucking basement or had them. So somebody's cock blocking here so they can come and stick their wand in something. This is what this is. And it may be the Empress. And this motherfucker might not even be an emperor. And even if it is, it ain't the one. It might not be the one that I chose. So I don't even know. So this might got somebody in not a Queen of Pentacles, but this is not burdensome because somebody know who the fuck they want. So what is this? And if it ain't that person, it ain't no motherfucking body, because somebody is the ruler of the seven fucking kingdoms, and that's just what it is. So everybody else can run around and talk about whatever they want to talk about in their videos. But right now, for me, I feel like I'm way behind these motherfuckers trying. But not really. God is saying not really. He just wanted to see how many people. Somebody wanted to see, could you take it? Now they don't want you to leave. But then again, this might be ill-willed here, okay? Whatever this is. Somebody still don't want, yeah, even though you're on the, look, even though you're on the top of the wheel of fortune, they still want to leave a mother and a child out, unless this is a mother and child that don't belong here. And then, you know, this, because these could be people that say, what marriage? You don't have a marriage with him. You know, whole time you do. This could be a motherfucker come in here and take the wedding pictures that I had saved up. What marriage? What wedding day? That's not you. You know, and you're like, yes, the fuck it is. Wait a minute, that's my motherfucking man. No. And I wonder who these people, look, to steal. King of Pentacles in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. Well, who would do such a disgusting thing like this? Somebody want to be your lover. Who would do a disgusting thing like this to a child, to a person? This might even be a childhood boyfriend, like little childhood boyfriend that want to be grown-up lovers with you. This might be what this is. Let's see the coat of arms that we were supposed to be looking at, y'all. Yeah, this one is the sword too. The boar's heads are in the middle. Some kind of poison is here, okay? So again, this could be somebody that tried to bring some type of ailment or something to someone. We have the ship here, okay? So I think we read something about this, all right? So again, but let's see what's at the top here, okay? But then again, yep, we got these little discs around this thing, look like this African something here, okay? There's also somebody else that could be around this person that's this fish. So that could be that Aretha Franklin energy, okay? Which would be the little fish trying to hop on the King of Cups. Again, some of these stars could have babies with the same masculine energy, or this father or father figure, or whoever this energy is, or whatever, forefather. Two, let's see what this is. A spear. So this person had, so like Britney Spears, okay? So this is like the whole Britney Spears case. So somebody is equivalent, or somebody is a sister, or somebody is a Spears. Lord, this is getting freaky. A watchman, a lookout man. Now, whatever's on the top is what I'm told to look at. So I have the spear to jab somebody or something here. To pierce someone. Okay, let's see. What's this one? The unicorn, but that's not really, I don't think this is the same last name. Somebody named Wright. That name came up the other day. The name Wright. The unicorn is on top of there. So this Fitzgerald something. So don't tell me that this is the old school Fitzgerald energy that was probably close to this Taurus still. The children that was left behind, like not left behind, but he left behind. So I don't know, because the person, because he looked kind of like a little bit like a Richie. But not really. No, not really. I just don't. The only way people would sit here and do something like this is if they fear somebody, and I don't know what somebody would fear. Like, I'm the person who used to cry when I had to fight somebody when I first started having to fight. I don't know if somebody just told a lie. This could be a big old lie. Like, I don't know what the fuck this is. This shit is scuberly fucking weird. And I didn't even think that it could get no weirder. I thought the weirdness was almost done. I thought the weirdness was almost done. I thought it was already completely ceased, to be honest with you. I thought I had seen it all. Here's this Bam Bam energy. So something about the Flintstones or cavemen. They used to be my uncles. They used to call him Flintstone. Okay. Somebody could have tried to, they know that this age where people is trying to get people sick, and somebody trying to make it so you don't have money for the system to be able to pay for sicknesses. But some of these people are so stupid, they out there just bumping around everywhere instead of with their mate that God put them with or whatever. And so they're going to end up with a sickness any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? So these people are trying to pass it off on other people to pay them back for something that's not your fault. Like, nobody still ain't came up to nobody and tell them what the true story of something. This J energy is in the, yeah, but again, there could be somebody that's loyal here or something or there or whatever this is. Okay? Because this heartbreak coming to this J energy that's in reverse. I feel like these people love in a different kind of way. They know that I'm different. They know that I'm different. They know that I need requited contact. And I feel like that's why they altered this Taurus a little bit in a different way. Somebody knows this. And this J energy, this Pisces in reverse, is dealing with this Queen of Cups, Mami Wata energy, and these other energies in reverse. And that's the motherfucking truth. Like, you know, it's somebody like wanting to challenge you. Oh, we're going to have a fight about this. Are we going to have a duel? Are we going to have a wrestling match? Are we going to have a fucking gun, a shootout? You know, whatever that's called when they got the two guns and they turn around and pop each other, you know, like that. you know, and it's just like, yeah, okay, it's gonna be, but these people, it's like twisted. It's twisted. Whatever this shit is that's going on is twisted. Yeah, whoever this J person is not victorious about something here. This is the truth here. Somebody tried to steal, okay, from somebody, and they're not victorious. Let me see what 3 we get for this. We got death, okay? The sun energy here. All right? A moon energy in reverse tried to kill somebody. This person tried to break somebody's heart over a marriage, or because you did want to get married to them or something like this, or join a union or something here. But these people don't speak my language. They don't speak my... These is cowardice people that don't have to be held accountability for their fucking actions, and they think that they can talk to anybody however they want. And it's not like somebody coming up saying, yeah, bitch, blah, 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 blah. But you want to try to reach me in my dreams or do this and that or whatever the fuck. You know, you can't deal with me like that. Yeah, these pieces of furniture have been sleeping around or something like this, okay? They the ones that try to take somebody's Ace of Cups probably. A Queen of Wands, okay? Don't belong there. Some other kind of High Priestess energy. God is shedding the light on this, okay? Furniture in reverse. Okay, somebody could be trying to do something to remove somebody's womb or some shit like this. I don't even know why that just was said here, okay? That could remove somebody's way of being able to be financially stable. Whoever this bitch is could die right away. It just should be off with their fucking head, you know. It could be this Page of Cups energy here that want to have a baby by somebody, so they could have removed somebody's furniture. They could, this could be anybody. I don't know. Somebody could have removed somebody's furniture, meaning your parts, some type of parts here. This could be to put these Lillian energies on the top. Because again, these men aren't right. If these men are wanting to do this to people that they've loved for so long, or their God that they love and they appreciate it, again, regardless if this person had or didn't have, this is not normal. These beings cannot stay if this is the case. If somebody's like, yeah, just go over there and take her uterus out. Like, what the fuck? They can't. They just can't. They can't play anymore. It's time for them to go back where the fuck they came from. Or again, somebody need to go ahead and put that silver lining back up where it's supposed to be. Okay? Put that motherfucker back up so motherfuckers can't get... Ain't gonna be no as above, so below, motherfucker. Put it back up. Or something. Something got to happen here. And nobody's going in till they pass me. Yeah, whoever this is was stealing something. Somebody could have went into something and stole something, some of your money, or in your home and stole your womb, or bitch. This star card want to keep coming out. Somebody's saying, you are my shining star. These monsters. A monster, a monster. That's when my D-baby, she can't even really talk that much. And she kept saying, when I fell asleep one day, she was pointing at the ceiling. She said, a monster, a monster. I fell asleep for like 20 minutes on the couch with her sitting there. And she was like, something, a monster. It's crazy. I feel like this is why some of these children can't talk. Is because if they saw something that was going on with their parent, they might tell. Okay? It's tragedy. It's something like this. But then this community don't get away either. If they would have been able to get away, if they wouldn't have sent in those threats, until the whatever stops, until the heavens stop or something like this. But you must have been doing something, and that's why you were getting retaliated on. And it's just about to be a done deal for these people here. It's about to be a done deal for them. I'm telling you right now, they can't cause this tower. A doll in reverse, okay? Messages in so somebody could have been if they have you as a doll, maybe they don't send out messages, or this could be something about your standing or placement here. The Magician in reverse, yeah, somebody could be doing a voodoo doll or trying to make you stagnant, just like a rag doll, just to lay there on the couch and look pretty until they get home and they want to play with it or jump in your skin. Psych. You understand what I'm saying? We got a Taurus in the reverse here. This could be somebody was doing this. A Taurus could have been doing this to somebody that's a world card energy here. This is the crafty counsel to turn somebody into a sex doll, a life-size sex doll for people to have sex with. This could be why the world card is in reverse, or they putting somebody else in the world card energy. Okay. All right. This could be some type of victorious measure here. All right. To turn the world upside down. All right. This could be this new world that they got in there, or new world order, or this could be the old world order. Somebody's claiming a victory here, but it's not being supported here. Because I feel like somebody is claiming a false victory. This is like somebody come back to school. Girl, yeah. Such came to school. She said, y'all fought last night. And she whooped your motherfucking ass. So you're like, where? 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 Take me over there. Where the fuck she at? Take me over there. We got the fool here. Yeah, somebody's making a foolish something here. Because they didn't win. Oh my goodness. They didn't win whatever this is, or somebody didn't get a victory for real. Somebody might be trying to call you a high priestess or something like this. But this could be a whole emperor here. Okay. I'm telling you, somebody is a whole emperor and somebody is a high priestess. Somebody's jealous. Goodness, why is so many cards coming out? What about the... Oh, shit. Now I don't even got half the cards here. Now I'm mad. Okay? Goodness. What is going on? The volcano. Nothing gonna stick. Ain't nothing gonna stick. Especially my money to your fucking pockets. Ain't nothing gonna stick. This is some type of... Somebody's twin has been possibly... I don't know what this is. I don't even want... Someone telling me don't even get personal about whatever it is. Okay? The Empress, the volcano. This could be Pele energy here. Somebody could have pulled a Pele. Okay? But again, they don't get to keep none of my assets. You're not keeping a goddamn thing. You ain't keeping shit you got. These motherfuckers gonna get sick, right? So I hope the bitch happy. I hope whoever this is, because like I said, after this threat, there's no way. It's not even nothing personal. So this could be why these people... So, oh, and she want to be mad and she want to kick you out of here because you stole from her. You stole her womb. You did this. You killed her twin flame. You took her millions of dollars. You left her broke. You sat there when she was hungry and didn't give her nothing to eat. You treated somebody like shit. You see what I'm saying? And now she got the nerves to try to come over here and try to break you and the fake bitch that we put together up. Like, how dare she be so upset that we've been using some kind of processing system to mind control her and her spouse. And that's how we stole them. And we stole all her disciples and everything. How dare she be mad? That's not even a lot of stuff. We wrote her out of the book of life. We tried to do this and that. How dare she? We put pictures of this person up. She can't be mad about that. This is a little bit of something. These motherfuckers is insane. They can't stay on this planet. They can't. Some type of union here. And motherfuckers that been on that level, bitch, you can't come back. Unless God reprogram your motherfucking ass and brought you back here. Because you begged to come back to me. Because at the end of the day, this is 2023, motherfucker. And if Queen Elizabeth couldn't be queen on her own back then, bitch, I can to now. I'm about to say today. We got the death in reverse. Somebody tried to kill the fucking Empress, you dummy. A Taurus. Hierophant. This causes some war on the streets or on the lands here. But now somebody is defending somebody. I don't know if this is a different person or this Taurus. You know, I wonder what happened that broke all of the, that made everything go silent here. Was somebody just waiting for me to try to go against somebody that I shouldn't go against or something? I wonder what happened to bring silence to a matter here. Somebody else wanted this Ace of Pentacles. So they stopped sending messages and they lied on somebody. Okay, this is why this Empress is about to be an emperor fucking too. Okay, or an emperor is coming in to stand in front of this Empress. Either or. So black water in reverse. Okay, so this is that Russia energy or that some other energy. So again, some that's in reverse because of the same sex or same sector relationship here. Okay. This is people that wasn't being even clear about what, yeah, something like this. Nine of Pentacles here, like I thought. God is shedding a light on whatever this is. And that these people are the ones that send this Knight of Rods, hit it man on somebody. And a Queen of Swords in reverse. So this could be this Libra energy or this Phoenix Moon energy or whatever. Okay. Again, this could be somebody even talk about fat people, but they ended up with one. So it's really more about the money. Somebody had a better chance. Oh, and it's about trying to get a God energy in reverse. But again, somebody not going to let somebody be God. They think they ain't going to let somebody be a goddess because somebody cuss. They think that you could just be the Nine of Pentacles or somebody wants you to be a Nine of Pentacles. Some people want to be loved by you or so. So maybe this is something like somebody late in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm a motherfucker come to the party, but that bitch gets started when I get there. I come late than a motherfucker, but they be getting started. You know what I'm saying? It could be that, okay? So somebody could have manipulated this so somebody can't be a god here. Somebody could have tried to take away your cup or something like this with this crafty counsel here. It could be these women talking about we're all just the divine. No, bitch, you are. And I will burn that bitch to a crisp. First chance I get. So if you want to keep fucking with me, if you want to be in my fucking energy, you want to spy on me, you want to look at me, you want to look at me and try to spy on me to see how you could defeat me or how you could be obsessed with me, I will burn that bitch to the ground. That's what the fuck is going to go down. Hold on. I gotta be sitting here.